Hi, I'm Mark Simon, President and CEO of Unyts, Western New York's only organ, eye, tissue, and community blood center. We serve the 8 counties of Western New York. Did you know that one organ and tissue donor can save or enhance the lives of up to 50 people? And one blood donor can help 3 others. Take a listen as we show you all the great work we do here at Unyts.
Unyts has been around for over 30 years. Headquartered in downtown Buffalo and established in 1981, Unyts was the first organization of its kind nationwide to house organ, eye, tissue, and blood donation in one location. Around 200 people work here, and the jobs are as unique as the people who fill those positions, from nurses and eye and tissue recovery technicians to mobile bus drivers and social media specialists. When it comes to blood donation, Unyts supplies the blood for all of the hospitals in Niagara and Wyoming counties and most hospitals in Erie County, including ECMC, the hospitals of Kaleida Health, including Buffalo General, Millard Fillmore Suburban, and Women and Children's Hospital. Our hospitals rely on us to maintain that supply, and we rely on our generous blood donors each and every day. This is the blood lab here at Unyts. Wherever Unyts holds a blood drive, all the blood is sent here to our headquarters and processed into components: red cells, plasma, and platelets. The blood hangs while it filters, removing over 99% of white blood cells from the blood to provide safer blood for transfusion. The tubes are sent away for testing. Several tests are performed, including HIV, hepatitis B, and hepatitis C. Blood is sent to local hospitals on a daily basis, but if more is needed, the hospital can call the lab directly to order more. This is the organ department. It may look like any other office, but this is the start of where the life-saving work begins. When a call comes in, it is usually from a hospital, notifying our clinical staff that a death is about to occur. A patient has to meet specific clinical triggers, which can include brain death, to become an organ donor. A clinical donation specialist from Unyts will go to the hospital to determine if donation is an option. They do this along with a staff member from Unyts Family Support Services, which we'll get to later on in this tour. In order to be an organ donor, a patient needs to be on a ventilator. If a patient dies outside of a hospital, they can be a tissue or eye donor, but not an organ donor. Less than 1% of the population actually has the opportunity to donate organs. That's right, less than 1%. It's easy to see why there are around 115,000 people waiting on the organ transplant list. The heart, liver, kidneys, lungs, pancreas, and intestines are all referred to as life-saving organs. As soon as the organ is recovered, it is packaged in sterile containers and sent to the recipient hospital for transplantation. Here in Western New York, ECMC is the transplant hospital, but only the kidneys and pancreas are transplanted here. Any organ can be removed, but they are usually sent outside of the Western New York area. The organ department at Unyts works closely with hospital doctors and nurses, providing them with everything they need to inform families about the opportunity to donate their loved one's organs. Just because your driver's license says you're an organ donor, it isn't enough. It's crucial to have those important conversations with your family so they know your wishes. This is the Eye and Tissue Services Department here at Unyts. 2 tissues are processed here, the cornea and sclera. The cornea is the dome-shaped, clear area over the colored part of the eye, and the sclera is the white part of the eye. The cornea must be transplanted to a recipient within 10 days of the donation. The sclera can be transplanted up to a year after donation. The needs of the immediate community are met first. After that, corneas may be sent to recipients throughout the state, the country, and even the world. Because of the generosity of the people here in Western New York, Unyts exports 60% of the corneas recovered here. Unyts is proud to say that we've been able to provide the gift of sight to not only people here in Western New York, but all over the world. You might not think about tissue when it comes to donation. The fact is, one tissue donor can enhance the lives of more than 50 people. Donated tissues such as skin, bone, and heart valves can dramatically improve the quality of life for recipients and even save lives. Most deceased patients can be potential tissue donors. This is how it works. Unyts will receive a referral from a hospital or medical examiner notifying them of a death. Tissue donation must be initiated within 24 hours of a death. Unlike organs, tissue can be processed and stored for an extended period of time for use in burn cases, ligament repair, bone replacement, and other surgeries. The process all starts here in our donor referral center. Unyts staffers here have the ability to speak calmly with families during a difficult time and inquire about donation. This is our Family Services Center. As you can see, it's not your typical office setting. It's a welcoming and warm place. As part of Unyts' ongoing commitment to donor families, we offer several support services and grief support programs. A few months after the death of a loved one, our Family Services staff reaches out to donor families to provide support if needed. Each month, we honor one of our donors, share their story on our website and in donor family services. The quilts seen here throughout the halls of Unyts were made by donor families to honor their loved ones. The Family Support Team's primary goal is to ensure that families are supported in their decision-making process, no matter what they choose. Whether it's a blood drive or an organ donor registry sign-up, there are plenty of ways you can help support Unyts. To find out more information, find us on Facebook or Twitter or go to unyts.org. That's UNYTS.org.